These are the journeys of the children of Israel who went forth from the land of Egypt according to their legions, under the hand of Moses and Aaron. Moses wrote their goings forth according to their journeys at the bidding of Hashem, and these were the journeys according to their goings forth. They journeyed from Ramses in the first month, on the 15th day of the first month, on the day after the Pesach offering. The children of Israel went forth with an upraised hand before the eyes of all Egypt, and the Egyptians were burying those among them whom Hashem had struck, every firstborn, and on their gods Hashem had inflicted punishments. The children of Israel journeyed from Ramses and encamped in Succoth. They journeyed from Succoth and encamped in Etham, which is the edge of the wilderness. They journeyed from Etham, and it turned back to Pith-Hacherioth, which is before Baal-Zephon, and they encamped before Migdol. They journeyed from before Hariroth and passed through the midst of the sea toward the wilderness. They went on a 3-day trip in the wilderness of Etham, and they encamped in Marah. They journeyed from Marah and arrived at Elim. In Elim were 12 springs of water and 70 date palms, and they encamped there. They journeyed from Elim and encamped by the Sea of Reeds. They journeyed from the Sea of Reeds and encamped in the wilderness of Sin. They journeyed from the wilderness of Sin and encamped in Dothkah. They journeyed from Dothkah and encamped at Alush. They journeyed from Alush and encamped in Rephidim, and there was no water there for the people to drink. They journeyed from Rephidim and encamped in the wilderness of Sinai. They journeyed from the wilderness of Sinai and encamped in Kibroth Hattava. They journeyed from Kibroth Hattava and encamped in Hazeroth. They journeyed from Hazeroth and encamped in Rithmah. They journeyed from Rithmah and encamped in Rimon Perez. They journeyed from Rimon Perez and encamped in Libnah. They journeyed from Libnah and encamped in Risha. They journeyed from Risha and encamped in Kehilath. They journeyed from Kehilath and encamped in Mount Sheper. They journeyed from Mount Sheper and encamped in Hardah. They journeyed from Hardah and encamped in Makeloth. They journeyed from Makeloth and encamped in Tahath. They journeyed from Tahath and encamped in Terah. They journeyed from Terah and encamped in Mithkah. They journeyed from Mithkah and encamped in Hashmonah. They journeyed from Hashmonah and encamped in Moseroth. They journeyed from Moseroth and encamped in Ben-Jakan. They journeyed from Ben-Jakan and encamped in Hor Hagidgad. They journeyed from Hor Hagidgad and encamped in Jotbath. They journeyed from Jothbath and encamped in Abronah. They journeyed from Abronah and encamped in Ezer-Geber. They journeyed from Ezer-Geber and encamped in the wilderness of Zin, which is Kadesh. They journeyed from Kadesh and encamped in Mount Hor at the edge of the land of Edom. Then Aaron the Kohen went up to Mount Hor at the words of Hashem and died there, in the 4th year after the children of Israel went forth from the land of Egypt. In the 5th month, on the 1st of the month, Aaron was 123 years old at his death on Mount Hor. The Canaanite king of Arad heard he was dwelling in the south in the land of Canaan of the approach of the children of Israel. They journeyed from Mount Hor and encamped in Zalmonah. They journeyed from Zalmonah and encamped in Punon. They journeyed from Punon and encamped in Oboth. They journeyed from Oboth and encamped in the ruins of the passes at the border of Moab. They journeyed from the ruins and encamped in Dibon-Gad. They journeyed from Dibon-Gad and encamped in Alamoth Dibirath. They journeyed from Alon Dibiratham and encamped in the mountains of the passes before Nebo. They journeyed from the mountains of the passes and encamped in the plains of Moab by the Jordan and Jericho. They encamped by the Jordan from Beth Jeshimoth until the plains of Shittim in the plains of Moab. Hashem spoke to Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan at Jericho, saying, "Speak to the children of Israel and say to them, when you cross the Jordan to the land of Canaan, you shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land before you, and you shall destroy all their prostration stones. All their molten images shall you destroy, and all their high places shall you demolish. You shall possess the land, and you shall settle in it. For you have I given the land to possess it. You shall give the land as an inheritance, by lot to your families. To the many ways you shall increase its inheritance, and to the few shall you decrease its inheritance. Wherever its lot shall fall, his shall it be, according to the tribes of your fathers shall you inherit. But if you do not drive out the inhabitants of the land before you, those of them whom you leave shall be pins in your eyes, and a surrounding barrier in your sides, and they will harass you upon the land in which you dwell. And it shall be that what I meant to do for them I shall do to them, I shall do to you." Hashem spoke to Moses, saying, "Command the children of Israel, and say to them, when you come to the land of Canaan, this is the land that shall fall to you as an inheritance, the land of Canaan according to its borders. Your southern side shall be from the wilderness of Zin at the side of Edom. Your southern border shall be from the edge of the salt sea to the east. The border shall go south to Malay Akabim and shall pass toward Zin, and its outskirts shall be south of Kadesh Barnea. Then it shall go out to Hazar Adar and pass to Azmon. The border shall go around from Azmon to the stream of Egypt, and its outskirts shall be toward the sea. The western border, it shall be for you the great sea and the district. This shall be for you the western border. This shall be for you the northern border. From the great sea you shall turn to Mount Hor. From Mount Hor you shall turn to the approach of Hamath, and the outskirts of the border shall be toward Zedad. The border shall go forth toward Ziphron, and its outskirts shall be Hazar Enan. This shall be for you the northern border. You shall draw yourselves as the eastern border from Hazar Enan to Shepham. The border shall descend from Shepham to Riblah. East of Ain, the border shall descend and extend to the bank of the Kinnereth Sea to the east. The border shall descend to the Jordan, and its outskirts shall be the Salt Sea. This shall be the land for you, according to its borders all around. Moses commanded the children of Israel, saying, This is the land that you shall divide as an inheritance by lot, which Hashem had commanded to give to the 9.5 tribes. For the tribe of the children of Reuben have taken according to their father's house, and the tribe of the children of Gad according to their father's house, and half the tribe of Manasseh have taken their inheritance. 2.5 tribes have taken their inheritance on the bank of the Jordan by Jericho, eastward toward the sunrise. Hashem spoke to Moses, saying, These are the names of the men who are to take possession of the land for you: Eleazar the Kohen, and Joshua son of Nun, and 1 leader from each tribe shall you take to possess the land. These are the name of the men for the tribe of Judah: Caleb son of Jephunneh, and for the tribe of the children of Simon, Shmuel son of Ammihud. For the tribe of Benjamin, Eliad son of Chislon, and for the tribe children of Dan as leader, Buki son of Jogli. For the children of Joseph, for the tribe of the children of Manasseh as leader, Haniel son of Ephod, and for the tribe of the children of Ephraim as leader, Kemuel son of Shiftan, and for the tribe of the children of Zebulun as leader, Elizaphat son of Palnach, and for the tribe of the children of Ishar as leader, Palitel son of Azan, and for the tribe of the children of Asher as leader, Achihud son of Shelomi, and for the tribe of the children of Naphtali as leader, Pedahil son of Ammihud. These are the ones whom Hashem commanded to apportion to the children of Israel in the land of Canaan. Hashem spoke to Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan at Jericho, saying, Command the children of Israel that they shall give to the Levites from the heritage of their possession cities for dwelling, and open space for the cities all around them shall you give to the Levites. The cities shall be theirs for dwelling, and their open spaces shall be for their animals, for their wealth, and for all their needs. The open spaces of the cities that you shall give to the Levites from the wall of the city outward, 1,000 cubits all around, you shall measure from outside the city. On the eastern wall, 2,000 cubits. On the southern wall, 2,000 cubits. On the western wall, 2,000 cubits. On the northern side, 2,000 cubits, with the city in the middle. This shall be for them the open space of the cities. The cities that you shall give to the Levites, the 6 cities of refuge that you shall provide for a killer to flee there. And in addition to them, you shall give 42 cities. All the cities that you shall give to the Levites, 48 cities, them and their open spaces. The cities that you shall give from the possession of the children of Israel, from the many you shall increase, and from the few you shall decrease. Each according to his inheritance that they shall inherit, shall he give of his cities to the Levites. Hashem spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, When you cross the Jordan to the land of Canaan, you shall designate cities for yourselves. Cities of refuge shall they be for you, and a killer shall flee there, one who takes a life unintentionally. A city shall be for you a refuge from the avenger, so that the killer will not die until he stands before the assembly for judgment. As to the cities that you shall designate, there shall be 6 cities of refuge for you. 3 cities shall you designate on the other side of the Jordan, and 3 cities shall you designate in the land of Canaan. They shall be cities for refuge for the children of Israel, and the proselyte and the residents among them shall these 6 cities be a refuge for anyone who kills a person unintentionally to flee there. If he had struck them with an iron implement and he died, he is a killer. The killer shall surely be put to death. Or if with a hand-sized stone by which one could die did he strike him and he died, he is a killer. The killer shall surely be put to death. or if he struck him with a hand-sized wood implement by which one could die, and he died, he is a killer. The killer shall surely be put to death. The avenger of the blood, he shall put the killer to death. When he encounters him, he shall put him to death. If he pushed him out of hatred, or hurried upon him from ambush, and he died, or in enmity struck him with his hand, and he died, the assailant shall surely be put to death. He is a killer. The avenger of the blood shall put the killer to death when he encounters him. But if with suddenness, without an enmity, did he push him, or if he hurled an implement upon him without ambush, or with any stone through which one could die without having seen, and caused it to fall upon him, and he died, but he was not his enemy, and did not seek his harm, then the assembly shall judge between the assailant and the avenger of blood according to these laws. The assembly shall rescue the killer from the hand of the avenger of blood, and the assembly shall return him to his city of refuge where he had fled. He shall dwell in it until the death of the Kohen Gadol, whom one had anointed with the sacred oil. But if the killer will ever leave the border of his city of refuge to which he had fled, and the avenger of the blood shall find him outside of the border of his city of refuge, and the avenger of blood will kill the killer, he has no blood guilt. For he must dwell in his city of refuge until the death of the Kohen Gadol, and after the death of the Kohen Gadol, the killer shall return to the land of his possession. These shall be for you a decree of justice for your generations in all your dwelling places. Whoever smites a person, according to the testimony of witnesses, shall one kill the killer, but a single witness shall not testify a person regarding death. You shall not accept ransom for the life of a killer who is worthy of death, for he shall surely be put to death. You shall not accept ransom for one who fled to his city of refuge to return to dwell in the land before the death of the Kohen. You shall not bring guilt upon the land in which you are, for the blood will bring guilt upon the land. The land will not have atoned for the blood that was spilled in it, except through the blood of one who spilled it. You shall not contaminate the land in which you dwell, in whose midst I rest, for I am Hashem, who rests upon the children of Israel. The heads of the fathers of the family of the children of Gilead, son of Machir, son of Manasseh, of the families of the children of Joseph, approached and spoke before Moses and before the leaders, the heads of the fathers of the children of Israel. They said, Hashem has commanded my master to give the land as an inheritance by lot to the children of Israel. And my master has been commanded by Hashem to give the inheritance of Zelophehad, our brothers, to his daughters. If they become wives of one of the sons of the tribes of the children of Israel, then their inheritance will be subtracted from the inheritance of our fathers and be added to the inheritance of the tribe into which they will marry, and it will be subtracted from the lot of our inheritance. And when the Jubilee will arrive for the children of Israel, their inheritance will be added to the inheritance of the tribe into which they will marry, and from the inheritance of the tribe of our fathers will their inheritance be subtracted. Moses commanded the children of Israel according to the word of Hashem, saying, Correctly does the tribe of the children of Joseph speak. This is the word that Hashem has commanded regarding the daughters of Zelophehad, saying, Let them be wives to whomever is good in their eyes, but only to the family of their father's tribe shall they become wives. An inheritance of the children of Israel shall not make rounds from tribe to tribe. Rather, the children of Israel shall cleave every man to the inheritance of the tribe of his fathers. Every daughter who inherits the inheritance of the tribes of the children of Israel shall become the wife of someone from a family of her father's tribe, so that every one of the children of Israel will inherit the inheritance of his fathers. An inheritance shall not make rounds from tribe to another tribe, for the tribes of the children of Israel shall cleave every man to his own inheritance. As Hashem commanded Moses, so did the daughters of Zephihad do. Malach, Tzirah, Hogalah, Milcah, and Noah, the daughters of Zephihad, became wives to the sons of their uncles, to cousins. From the families of the children of Manasseh, son of Joseph, did they become wives, and their inheritance remained with the tribe of the family of their father. These are the commandments and the ordinances that Hashem commanded through Moses to the children of Israel in the plains of Moab at the Jordan by Jericho.